This is MYSTERIA by Native Instruments and Galaxy Instruments. It is a vocal library. It is part of the Complete 13 Ultimate and Ultimate Collector's Edition. And let me give you a quick demonstration, just one preset, whatever we have here, and then we'll dive into the details. So MYSTERIA is based on the concept that you have two layers that you can blend together. And we have the XY control here in the middle, the XY pad, and you can just blend in more from the left side or to the right side. And we can control also the dynamics with the Y axis. And we have some more controls and some more things that we can tweak under the hood. So let me show you some of the things that you can do. First of all, we can select a preset, and we have two main types for the presets. We have atmospheric and cluster. The atmospheric is more of a atonal. It is not intended for a kind of a in-tune melodies or in tune sounds, while the cluster is in tune and something that you can play melodically. And of course, you might have presets that combine both of them. And you can see the idea here with the icons and some other symbols that we have. And we can just select and get, for example, something soft. And we'll get this one. And what you can see here is that you can actually test this. So we have a mini XY pad here. Let's try something else. So that's the idea, and then we'll click to close this. And as you can see, we also have visual representation here. We have some different UI and symbols around here. So next, what we have is the two layers, and we can click the name of the layer preset here, and we'll see sort of a similar browser, but we also have now this mini XY, and we have the left and the right layers here. So we can actually set something for, let's say, for the left side, and something else for the right side. And now we can just confirm this, apply, and this is what we have. So that's the idea here, and you can see that we selected something atmospheric for the left side and another atmospheric preset for the right side. Let's do this again, and this time we'll select cluster and just get this one, and you'll see that you have indication here for the cluster. Next, we also have a volume knob here, and that knob has a dynamic range that will be affected by the XY pad. And this idea is also in other places. So for example, I can set the upper and the lower range for each of these layers. And now when I'm moving the Y-axis, then I get this limited by the upper and the lower boundaries. Next, we also have a randomization for the preset, and we can just flick the dice here and get something. And we can just go and just flick between them. Very nice. And we can select sources or effects and other things. So this is for the randomization. Now, very interesting things that you can do here is control some of the preset here and get a more granular, let's say, control. Let's try something. So I'm going to select here. And what we can also do is we can go to the effects here. And now we can see a lot more things that we can do. So first of all, very important to note that when we are in atmospheric preset, you get the blend of 2 samples in each of the layers. Well, of course, if you select the atmospheric in both of them. So let's select something else for the right side, a cluster, and just whatever. And so now we just have this one sample here. But we have the volume controls and the dynamic range, the same idea. We have panning. And again, we have some dynamic range to play with. And we have mix here. That's the mix. And the mix will be either full, close, or ambient, and it is referring to the microphone setup. So full will be a full mix of close and the room or the ambient microphones, and we can choose between those setups. We also have tuning with pitch, and we have some ability to spread. And some more ideas. For example, we have this envelope here, and we also have blending of the layers. So that's a very nice idea here, and we can tweak this to whatever works for us. Next, we have some effects, of course. So the hacker, I don't know why they call it hacker. This is an LFO, and we have the ability to select the type of waveform for this LFO, and some other ideas like the mutate, and we have color, drive, we have stereo, spreading, and different setups here, and a phaser. So these are the mode effects, and we also have an EQ. We have the reverb here, and we also have replica, which you might recognize as one of the effects from Native Instruments. So it's a delay, and can use it. Just click the button next to this effect, and it will start working. And we have the time in milliseconds, or locked to our DAW, to our host, or to time divisions. And next we have some global effects here. We have the equalizer, we have saturation, we have some dynamic controls, we have the Y curve here for the overall dynamics here. So we have linear, we have hard, and we have soft. So very, very simple. And that's it for the main concept here. We also have some other nice things. Let's go back home. This is the home button. Now, if we select a preset that is a cluster, let me show you what you can do. Let's select a cluster for the left side as well. And now when we have two layers that are clustered, we have the ability to split our keyboard. So I have the left side and the right side. So each side will play the respected layer. And of course, this has to be in relation to the XY pad. All right, so this is MYSTERIA, and I think that's the idea here. There are some other little things that I might have missed, but I really love this. So let's finish up with some of the presets, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you very, very much. Bye-bye.